or not, I don't know. Shall we start the class? Okay. So in last class, we are discussing about the qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. This practical related. You are in 12th now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you completed your practicals?
No, sir.
Not yet started. They didn't start the practicals, sir.
Oh,
Okay. So, I don't know when they're going to start. So we are going to discuss about the practicals, my friend. So this is the qualitative analysis, means here estimation of the elements. Estimation of estimation of the elements which are present in a given organic compound is called as a qualitative analysis. Okay. In this one, yesterday we had seen some identification test. What are the identification tests we had seen? Means here we had seen how to detect the carbon, how to detect the hydrogen. Okay, so for the sake of you, once again I'll explain you, because they had to join. So until that, at least we'll revise the class. Okay, so first we are taking as some organic compound. First we are taking as some organic compound. For organic compound, along with organic compound, we are mixing with the cupric oxide. And if we heat at high temperature, if the organic compound is containing carbon as the element, means it is converted into the carbon dioxide. Okay, it is converted into the carbon dioxide. If the carbon compound is containing the hydrogen, means that it is converted into the water molecule. Both are converted into the gases. In that one, whatever the carbon dioxide is there, it is passes through the lime water. When you pass the carbon dioxide through the lime water, means it turns into the milky white. Okay, it turns into the milky white color. So based on that one, we can say the given organic compound is containing carbon as an element. Okay, and so water molecule also it is passes now. Again, if the gas is passes through the anhydrous copper sulfate. Actually, anhydrous copper sulfate is colorless. Anhydrous copper sulfate is colorless. So, for you passes along with the anhydrous copper sulfate, it is turns into the blue color. So, whenever it turns into the blue color, based on that one, we can say the given compound is containing hydrogen. Okay, so this is the one of the detection test of the carbon and hydrogen. After that, organic compounds are they contain the remaining other elements also. What are the other elements are there? Means they may be contain here oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, halogens. Halogens, what are the halogens it may be contain? Means chlorine, bromine, iodine also. Okay, sir, how we are going to identify all these one? Means here we can do the Lassine test. By doing the Lassine test, we are going to identify the elements. Okay, so what is meant by the Lassine test means here? We are taking as some fusion tube, a small like your pen refill, it will be there, na? Your pen refill is there. Like that, one glass tube it will be there in a laboratory. That is only we can call as a fusion tube. Okay, so we can take the fusion tube. In that one, we are taking as a small amount of the organic compound. In that only, we are taking as a small amount of the sodium metal. Okay, we are inserting the sodium metal. By inserting the sodium metal, we have to heat until to red hot. Okay, you know if the glass is heats means it turns into the red color. It turns into the red color or not? It turns into the red color only now. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
until that we have to heat. Okay, until that we have to heat. After heating that one, we are taking in a mortar. Okay, some grinder type it will be there. China, clay or something we can call actually. So generally we can call as a mortar. Okay, so you can place in that one and you can crush with the grinder. Okay, you can crush. If you crush and you can make it as a finely divided powder. Small powder pieces, you have to make it that glass fusion tube here. Okay, after making of the powder in that only, we have to add some 10 ml of the water. How much water we have to add? 10 ml of the water we have to add. After adding the 10 ml of the water, so fully we have to stir. If you stir that one and if you filter that one means here, whatever the filtrate we are getting, that filtrate only we can call as a sodium extract or lysine extract. That is only we can call as a sodium extract or lysine extract. Okay, so total we are getting as around 10 numbers or nearby 10 number. Okay, every time we are taking is some small amount of the lysine extract. Okay, so in the first detection of the lysine, detection of the nitrogen. Nitrogen, how it is present in the lysine extract means here. In the lysine extract, nitrogen is present in the form of sodium cyanide. How the nitrogen is present in the lysine extract means here, it is present in the form of sodium cyanide. When the aqueous solution of the lysine extract is treated with freshly prepared ferrous sulfate, aqueous solution of the freshly prepared ferrous sulfate and with the concentrated sulfuric acid. For that only we are adding as some concentrated sulfuric acid. Whenever you add concentrated sulfuric acid means you will get as a so Prussian blue color precipitate. So which color precipitate you will get as here? Prussian blue color precipitate. So based on that one we can say the given compound is containing nitrogen as an element. Now you got the clarity? Next, detection of the sulfur. Sir, how we can identify the sulfur means here, again we are taking as a 1 ml of the lysine extract. Okay, that 1 ml of the lysine extract, if you add lead acetate solution, if you add aqueous solution of the lead acetate means immediately you will get as a black color precipitate. Immediately you will get as a black color precipitate. That black color precipitate indicates the presence of the sulfur. At the same time, it is treated with sodium nitroprusside. Sodium nitroprusside also gives us a violet color precipitate. Otherwise, if it is treated with the neutral FeCl3, neutral FeCl3 gives us here blood red color precipitate. So based on these colors, we can identify the given compound is containing sulfur as an element. Okay, next we have to do for other elements. What are the other elements are there means here? Sulfur, phosphorus, halogens also it is there. In the detection of the sulfur, phosphorus, halogens, whatever the lysine extract is there, that we have to heat it with concentrated nitric acid. Okay, to identify your condition applied. So what is the condition means here? To identify the other elements. What are the other elements are there means here? Sulfur, phosphorus and halogens. To identify other elements. What is other elements? Okay, to identify the other elements, we have to heat lysine extract with concentrated nitric acid. Sir, why we have to heat with the concentrated nitric acid? Why not others means here? If you heat concentrated nitric acid, if the lysine extract is containing, if the sodium cyanide it is there. If the whenever you are heating the lysine extract with the concentrated nitric acid. Okay, so in this one, hydrogen cyanide, whenever it is reacts with the concentrated nitric acid means sodium cyanide is converted into the hydrogen cyanide gas and it forms as a sodium nitrate. Hydrogen cyanide is the gas. Hydrogen cyanide is expelled into the atmospheric air. Similarly, at the same time, sodium cyanide is containing, lysine extract is containing sodium sulfide. If it is containing the sodium sulfide means it is heated with the concentrated nitric acid. It is heated with the concentrated nitric acid. Whenever you heated the concentrated nitric acid means it comes outside. Sulfur, it comes outside in the form of hydrogen sulfide gas here. And the product is containing sodium nitrate. That means we have to remove the nitrogen and sulfur. How we are going to remove the nitrogen and sulfur from the lysine extract means by heating of the concentrated nitric acid. Whenever you heat with the concentrated nitric acid, has nitrogen, it comes outside in the form of hydrogen cyanide gas. and sulfur it comes outside hydrogen sulfide gas. And what are the remaining other elements are there? Okay, remaining phosphorus is there and halogens are there. What are the remaining other elements are there? Remaining we are having here. So phosphorus and halogen. Sir, now after removal of the hydrogen and nitrogen and sulfur. So next, detection of the other elements. Detection of halogens. Detection of halogens. Detection of halogens. Okay. So here why we are replacing the hydrogen cyanide and sulfur means because of when you treated with the silver nitrate, sodium cyanide is react with the silver nitrate, and sodium sulfide also it is react with the silver nitrate. They won't give the positive test for the halogens. So due to that reason only first we are removing the nitrogen and sulfur from the solution. Now the solution is containing the halogens. What are the halogens are present means either it may be chlorine, bromine, iodine. What are the halogens are present means here? Chlorine, bromine, iodine it is there. Okay. In this one, if the chlorine is present in the form of NaCl, lesson extract is containing chlorine in the form of NaCl. Okay. If the lesson extract is treated with aqueous solution of the silver nitrate. Okay, aqueous solution of the silver nitrate. If it is treated with the aqueous solution of the silver nitrate means it forms AgCl. It forms here AgCl plus sodium nitrate. NaNO3 is going to be formed. So whatever the AgCl it is formed, that it will be white color. So that it forms as a white PPT. Okay. And another one, if it is containing NaBr, if it is containing NaBr, if it is treated with the NaBr, sodium aqueous solution, Lysine extract is treated with aqueous solution of the silver nitrate. If it is treated with the aqueous solution of the silver nitrate means it gives us a pale yellow color. Which color you will get as here? Pale yellow color. So what is the substance it is there in pale yellow color means it is present silver bromide. It forms as a silver bromide. Silver bromide it appears in pale yellow color. Pale yellow color. Okay. And similarly, if the lesson extract is containing sodium cyanide, it is containing sodium cyanide, NaI. If it is treated with the sodium cyanide, silver nitrate, it forms silver iodide plus NaNO3. In this one, silver iodide is present in the form of yellow color. Okay, silver iodide is will get as a yellow color precipitate. But here only we'll get the confusion. Because of bromine also we are getting as a light yellow color, pale yellow color is nothing but light yellow color. And silver iodide also here it is giving as a yellow color precipitate. Sir, how we can confirm whether the given precipitate is indicates the presence of the bromine or iodine means again we have to do some confirmation test. Okay, sir, what is the confirmation test we have to do to confirm bromine and silver, says bromine and iodine means here? Here, chlorination test we are calling as a chlorination test. Okay, so what is the name of the test means here? Chlorine in water test. So what we are doing means here we are adding as a chlorine in water. Okay, so what is the name of the test means here? Test name is chlorine in water. Chlorine in water is the confirmation test. Okay, it is the confirmation test of the halogens. Chlorine in water. Sir, how we are going to do the chlorine in water test means here? First, we are taking Lysine extract now. We are taking as a sodium extract. Sodium extract we are taking. For the sodium extract only, if you are going to add, okay, if you are going to add CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, or chloroform. Chloroform molecular formula is CHCl3. CHCl3 or carbon tetrachloride. Okay, after adding the carbon chloride, the carbon tetrachloride or chloroform, and you can add excess amount of the chlorine. Which one we have to add, ma? Excess amount of the chlorine. So whenever you added excess amount of the chlorine, for this one, if you add, sorry, ma, for AGBL, sorry, it is a confirmation test. Huh? Confirmation test means here we have to take as a silver bromide and silver iodide. What is the precipitate it is formed? That we have to take here. Okay, so what we have to take means we have to take as a either silver bromide or Ag silver iodide. That means here precipitate. What are the precipitate it is forming? That precipitate. But the precipitate dissolve in a silver chloride or chloroform. For that only, if you add excess amount of the chlorine, if you add excess amount of the chlorine means first one, if you got brown color precipitate, if you got brown or yellow color precipitate, brown or yellow color precipitate. If brown or yellow color precipitate, if you got means that indicates the presence of bromine. Okay, so which color you will get, ma? You will get as a brown color or yellow color you will get. So if you got as a yellow or brown color means that it indicates the presence of here bromine. Or if you got as a violet color, so which color precipitate here? If you got as a violet color, if you got as a violet color means that indicates the presence of iodine. Or if you got as a violet color, if you got violet color, if you got as a violet color means that indicates the presence of, okay, so that it indicates the presence of here iodine. So these are the confirmation tests. Same confirmation test we also doing in a 12th standard practicals. Chlorine is there, bromine also is there, iodine also it is there. These three confirmation tests and identification tests also we are doing in the laboratory for the 12th standard. All of you got the clarity how to do the experiment, this experiment, how to identify and how to confirm. Because of in practical identification test, you are having 1 mark. For confirmation test, you are having 1 mark. Got it? If you write wrongly means you are losing marks. Identification. If the identification is wrong means you lose 1 mark. Confirmation also wrong means confirmation also you are losing 1 mark. You got it, Sirisha and Aditi. Both are 12th.
Yes.
Okay, both are important. Writing part is doing of the practical is not the big task because of somewhere they can help. The problem where you're getting writing part only. So if the external, if they are giving the marks means based on your written pattern only they are giving the marks. Okay, salt if you know is actually what happened in our Andhra or Telangana, what they'll do means in lab they'll tell the salt. At least finally after 1.5 hours something they'll tell the salt. The thing is after telling the salt you have to write that report. If you write that report means then only you'll get the marks. If you won't write anything, if you wrote something wrong unnecessarily we are losing the marks. Got it, Aditi? Aditi, you are from which school?
Sir, Kshetra.
Ma?
Kshetra. It's in Hyderabad.
Yes. Of course, they didn't start at practicals, ma?
No, sir.
Actually, local colleges they little bit start early. Chaitanya Narayana actually they won't entertain the practicals. That's why. Chaitanya Narayana institutions they won't entertain the practicals. They won't give the practical knowledge. Only theoretical knowledge only they can provide. Okay. Anyway, so last one. So we completed the sulfur also we identified, nitrogen also we identified, halogens also we identified. Next, what is the last element we had to detect by here? The last element we had to detection is detection of the phosphorus. Detection of phosphorus. Detection of phosphorus. Okay, how are you going to identify the phosphorus? First of all, phosphorus is the monoatomic, diatomic, polyatomic. That is my question. or clearly I'll ask. Phosphorus exists in monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, tetraatomic. This is my question. Phosphorus exists in which form? Phosphorus is going to be exist. What, first of all, what is mean by the atomicity? Sirisha, what is mean by the atomicity? Aditi, please. Aditi, what is mean by the atomicity? Aditi, I didn't get your voice. Sirisha?
Oh, no, sir.
Don't know, ma. Aditi? Sai Akshit? Sai
So
Akshit?
is it something like number of molecule, like number of atoms in a molecule?
Very good, ma. So number of atoms present in a molecule is called as atomicity. Okay. Now my question is, what is the atomicity of the phosphorus? I gave options also. Mono, di, tetra, tri, tetra. Phosphorus is tetraatomic molecule. Phosphorus is tetraatomic molecule. It exists in the form of P4. It is exists in the form of here P4. Okay. Now, if the phosphorus is treated, so it oxidizes the phosphorus into sodium phosphate. What is the molecular formula of the sodium phosphate? Means Na3PO4. Okay, Na3PO4. It forms as a 4 moles. 4 moles of the Na3PO4 means total how many sodiums are consumed here out of 20? After 20, 12 sodium atoms are consumed. Okay, then remaining how many sodium atoms it will be there? 4 moles of Na2O. Okay, it forms as sodium monoxide and it is converted into sodium phosphate. This we can call as a sodium moles of the nitric acid. Then it is converted into the phosphoric acid. What is the molecular formula of the phosphoric acid? H4, H3PO4. H3PO4 plus 3 moles of NaNO3. So phosphoric acid. Whatever the phosphoric acid, H3PO4. H3PO4. It is treated with the sodium ammonium molybdate. Okay, so it is treated with ammonium molybdate, NH4 taken 2 times MoO4 plus 21 moles of HNO3. Okay, so phosphoric acid is treated with the ammonium molybdate in presence of acid. In presence of acid means it forms as a ammonium phosphomolybdate. So what is the product it forms means? It forms as a ammonium phosphomolybdate. What is the molecular formula of the ammonium phosphomolybdate means? NH4 taken 3 times PO4 and 12 MoO3. Okay, 12 MoO3 plus 21 moles of ammonium nitrate NH4NO3 plus 12 moles of water molecule is going to be formed. Okay, so this is also exists in the form of precipitate. It is also exists in the form of here yellow color precipitate. It is also exists in the form of yellow color precipitate. So all these are the identification tests. All these are the different identification tests. Okay, so you're telling that you don't have any practical knowledge. Shall we see some videos? Aditi, how you are getting as a white color precipitate. Okay. Shall we see Isma? Until here you understood or not? All these are theoretical knowledge only I had given. Okay. Now just I want to show you some videos for everyone. Okay. Now I'm going to change the screen. Just be hold online. Right there, I'm going to share one screen for you. Okay. So one experiment I want to show you, that's why I'm. Now all of you got the screen? Aditi? Sirisha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to play the video. Just you can check it out. They had taken some sodium chloride, potassium iodide, sodium bromide solution. For that one, they're adding as an aqueous solution of the silver nitrate. After adding the aqueous solution of the silver nitrate, which colors you are getting, just briefly you can observe. Anyway, you are not doing the experiments. Okay, so at least you'll get some idea. Let's first one. They had taken as a potassium chloride in the first one. What is the second one? Second one is nothing but a potassium bromide. Third one is the potassium iodide, aqueous solution of the potassium iodide. They're taking the test tube. Which color precipitate you got, ma? After adding the silver nitrate, Aditi. What is the color of the precipitate you got after addition of the silver nitrate? Aditya, I'm not getting your
So,
voice.
can you
It's
hear
a
me?
white color. It's a white color.
Yes, sir.
Next. All of you understood? Sirisha,
Yes, sir.
Aditi. So if you, for the aqueous solution, sodium extract, if you add silver nitrate, means if you got as a white color precipitate, okay. And if you add sodium extract means silver nitrate means you'll get as a pale yellow color. But how they are conforming pale yellow color means here. So bromine is there means bromine is insoluble in excess of the ammonium hydroxide. Bromine is insoluble in excess of the ammonium hydroxide. Okay, so that's why in place of the aqueous solution of the ammonium hydroxide, they used as a concentrated ammonia. So bromine salt precipitate is dissolved in a concentrated ammonia, but iodine is insoluble in concentrated ammonia as well as dilute ammonia. So that is also one of the confirmation tests. Actually, I told that chlorine in water test. Chlorine in water test also we are doing the same manner only. What we are doing, so we are taking as a what are the precipitate, silver bromide, silver iodide, this that. For that one we are adding as a carbon tetrachloride or chloroform, and you add excess amount of the chlorine. Whenever you add as excess amount of the chlorine means it turns into the brown color. Okay, if it turns into the brown color or yellow color means that indicates the presence of bromine. If it won't turns, okay, it turns into the violet color means that confirms the presence of iodine. Okay, next. And sir, if you know all this one, then only it is possible to estimate, okay, element, that means other elements. Now we had seen carbon also detected, oxygen also detected, sorry, oxygen is not detected, carbon is detected, okay, and hydrogen is detected, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so we didn't detect the oxygen. Sir, oxygen also how we are going to be identified finally means here. So when the water, that means here anhydrous copper sulfate. Anhydrous copper sulfate is converted into the blue color. It is turns into the blue color means it is water only now. Water is containing carbon, sorry, hydrogen and oxygen. hydrogen and oxygen means based on that one we can confirm oxygen also it is there in a given organic compound. Okay, so now you got the clarity all of you. Still anyone you having doubt? So there is no separate test for the detection of the oxygen. Okay, there is no separate test. So based on this only based on this one only we can say the organic compound also containing. Okay, the organic compound also containing oxygen. Now you got the clarity, ma? Still anyone you having doubt? No, na? Next class we are going to start estimation of the elements. It is a completely calculation based. Okay, so within 2 days we are going to complete the syllabus. GOC is going to be completed. Okay, and Aditi, you are telling that which chapter I can start? Hydrocarbons, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, ma'am. Sirisha, is it okay for hydrocarbons?
Okay, sir.
Okay, hydrocarbons we can finish hardly 10 days. If you attend, anyway, you are attending the regular classes, na? So hardly 10 to 12 days we are going to finish hydrocarbons chapter also. Okay, right, ma'am. So next to calculate the estimation, that means estimation quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis is nothing but the amount of the elements present in a given organic compound we are doing. Okay, so to calculate the percentage of the elements in a given organic compound means first we have to know all formulas what we wrote for the detection of the elements. Okay, so we wrote some formulas now. What are the formulas we wrote here? Everything you have to know. If you know the formula, then only it is easy calculation. Without knowing the formula, it is very difficult to calculation part, because at the same time we have to calculate the molar masses also. What is meant by the molar mass, Aditi? What is meant by the molar mass?
So the actual atomic mass or the molecule mass.
Okay. So actual atomic mass of the molecules or molecular molar mass is considered as it is sum of the atomic masses present in elements in a given organic compound or given compound. Okay, it is sum of atomic masses of the elements in a compound is called as a molecular mass. Okay, now my question one. So what is the molar mass of the phosphoric acid, Sirisha or Aditi? What is the molar mass of the phosphoric acid?